Hello everyone. Welcome. Give everyone just a second to hop on. And I'm thinking today will be a little quickie. We're gonna see, because you know when I say that, and then sometimes we're here for a while. So I won't make any promises. Hello, everyone hopping on. Please say hello below. Let me know. Hello, Alexis and Amanda. And if I don't say your name, it's because I don't know your name. So please introduce yourself below versus just sometimes the handles are a little confusing. Hello, Erica. Hi, Ashley. Hello. Like Purely AMR. I would love to know what your name is. Hello, Nikki and Brittany. Hi. Awesome. So switched accounts. Oh my gosh, I love it. Totally. So I wanted to just share, because I just got done with the Reiki session a little bit ago that I did today for everyone that had commented on my last post or sent me a message. And then for my personal clients, I went in and did some group Reiki. So I would love to hear how you guys are feeling and what's come up for you. I know Alexis was a part of it. Amanda was a part of it. Hi, Kayla. Kayla was a part of it. How are you feeling? Oh, perfect. Okay, that was your personal account. Okay, awesome. Hello, Ashley. Hi, guys. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, cool. This must be a good time for you guys. This is amazing. So the way I do group Reiki is a little bit different than maybe like I just saw someone, a Reiki life experience hopped on. Everyone's Reiki practices are different. The way that I work as an intuitive channel, as a healer, as a teacher, as a facilitator of sorts is that I go in, and one of my gifts is channeling and connecting to spirit, God. I mean, you can call it whatever. To me, it's God, spirit, source, creator, and bring through messages that are meant to come through for the collective, not only in the group that I'm working with, but then also if any of this resonates with you, you can absolutely take what you want and apply it to your own life. But I focus on kind of different aspects. So I sit down with my group Reiki to just kind of give you a little bit of an overview. And I, first of all, set the container, I set the stage. So ethics and integrity as a healer is so important to me. I don't believe that I'm a healer. I am simply a conduit, a vessel for, and I can feel the energy start to move even here, for energy and for light, universal light and divine love to work through me. So what's so cool about how I see this is that it's doing, that what I'm working with is clearing things out so that you can be closer to yourself. I believe that true healers help you awaken the healer within yourself. So I don't go in and fuck with anything that I'm, not meant to. I'm not manipulating things or distorting things or kind of looking in and kind of being the kind of creep that's like a peeping Tom. I'm not coming into your bedroom when you're changing. I really, truly, am here to simply observe and to hold space and to facilitate divine love and universal light moving through me to help you kind of align and balance within yourself, clearing whatever's ready to go, and just kind of creating that lightness and that openness and that expansion and that groundedness in your own body. So how I set it up is I create a container, and then I call in angels, I call in archangels, I call in God, I call in your higher self, your soul, to lead the way, that everything is done with the highest and greatest blessings of source. Everything is done of the light. And what's so beautiful is that you are in charge. I can't go anywhere that your soul won't let me go. It's not about me going in and manipulating anything. It's not me going in and moving things that aren't ready to be moved. Your soul has a plan. Your soul has a contract. Your soul has a purpose, and you call the shots. Your soul's got you every single time. So the other thing I do at the end is I seal the field. I disconnect all of us so that you're back in your own energy. You're not kind of murky in my energy. I'm not still hanging out in your bedroom with you. Everyone becomes disconnected. We go back into our energetic sovereignty, back into our own spaces, and your soul, your guides, your angels, whoever you work with leads the way. Okay? So that's super, super important to me. Your higher self is in charge. I've got some notes here. And the Reiki flows wherever it's needed. So what's so beautiful is that I set the intention at the beginning that your soul gets whatever she needs, and that it's not up to me. It's not up to kind of what the agenda is. It's whatever your soul needs, and I am simply a conduit and a vessel for moving that energy, okay? So I've got some channeled messages for you. I'll share kind of what our focus was for today. Again, even if you weren't a part of the group Reiki, you can take whatever you want from these messages that I'm about to share with you, apply them to your own life, use them in whatever way serves you and supports you best. And then if you want to be a part of the next one, let me know. So, I can feel the energy moving. I'm sweaty. Okay, so that being said, we set a theme, right? The theme for today, we worked with a lot of anxiety around the election. Duh, no brainer. Obviously, we're all feeling some anxiety there. There's a lot of unknown energy, and the message that I was getting of where I wanted to focus today was really bringing peace and groundedness and hope and clarity around the waiting period that we're in right now. We are simply in like the gestational period. We are simply in like new life coming through, a new earth coming through. We are in kind of that building of the foundation, right? Of the walls have to be built, the floor has to be rebuilt so we can rebuild from here. And it's in this weird, awkward, like we want it now. We're in such, like Joe was saying last night, my husband, you know, we are such instant gratification in our generation and in our world, the Amazon Prime next day delivery. We're so addicted to that. And right now we're in that awkward waiting period. We're simply being initiated deeper into patience, into faith, into trust, into surrender, creating safety in the uncertainty, creating safety in the unknown, recognizing there's actually so little that we control. Quite honestly, we can control ourselves and how we show up. We can control how we feel and all of that, but we can't control the external like we think that we can, right? We can simply only take responsibility and accountability for the internal. So learning to create safety there, knowing that there's so many dimensions, there's so many timelines, so many facets at play, so many pieces in motion. So how can you remain grounded and sovereign and safe in your own body, creating peace there, holding yourself there so that no matter what's going on externally, you've got you. You're okay, right? So we're in this waiting period. This is where we regenerate. This is where we nourish. This is where we create safety. This is where we continue again to release control, and we continue to go into surrender and really, really honoring, can you be with what is? Can you simply be with what is? And as Peter Crone would say, can you be with what is, and can you create harmony with what is right now? While still holding hope and possibility and you know, limitlessness of what's coming, and still being able to see that, right? But also being able to just be with what is, free of judgment that anything is wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's happening exactly as it's meant to. So can we learn to be with that? What energy are you embodying right now? Because that's ultimately then playing into the collective energy. What we're navigating as a world, as a country, as a nation, as a collective, as a group, the only thing we can control is the energy that we're bringing to that, right? So where are you taking responsibility for your own energy and then bringing that to the collective? Okay, so that was kind of our theme for today. Let me read some of these comments and then I will go on with what else we focused on. Whew. I'm out of breath, you guys. This baby is on my lungs too, so it doesn't help. Felt the need to do my budget. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I wonder what that has to do with. I was very anxious and headaches this morning. Have felt very relaxed and light recently. Oh, good. Perfect. I've had anxiety and some tears the last few days. Yeah, Nikki, so many people are feeling that. I'm feeling much lighter than I have felt for several days. Thank you so much for this, Olivia. You are so welcome. You all are in for a real treat. Oh, I love it. Hello, Kelly. Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Okay. All right. So once I set the theme, once I have the container, once our integrity, our ethics, our safety is in place, right? Got the theme, and then I go in and I clear. So this is really fun, and I do this every single Reiki healing. I do these for my clients every other week. So if you're a part of Salt, Sage, and Wild Roses, or you're a part of In the Roots, or you were a part of Wide Awake, or a private client of mine, I go in and do this all the time. So it's super fun to be able to work with this energy. But what we did is we go in and clear. So let me share with you. There's a lot moving. And if any of this, again, Your soul got what she needed. So if any of this resonates with you, take what you want, right? Suck out the juice, spit out the pits, leave the rest. Everyone got what they individually needed within the collective healing. I do believe that, and I'm just so fascinated that energy doesn't know time or space. So everyone's kind of getting from this soup or this, magic of sorts exactly what they need. Hello, Chelsea. So here we go. The first thing that we cleared, lots of pressure in the head today. Some of you were saying that, right? Headaches, anxiety, pressure, right? This feeling of like my head feels like it's going to explode, an overactive mind, this constant spinning out. Who can relate to that? Really and truly, like my head was throbbing when I dropped in. I was like, holy shit, there is so much happening up here. So we cleared a lot of that pressure, and then we drop into the heart. So if you are feeling pressure in your head, what more boundaries do you need around social media and consumption? I've had a lot of sinus headaches. Yes, your sinus is right. So all in here, our crown and our third eye, our midbrain, our pituitary gland, all of this is like this constant pressure right now, right? Because we're taking in so much. And as human beings, psychologically, we're trying to figure everything out because, again, it gives us this false illusion of control. If I can figure out what's going on, if I can play out the movie, if I can write it all out, then I'm able to control. Well, we actually aren't controlling really much of anything. So drop into your heart when you feel that. Go ahead and clear it out. Any kind of oils that you can work with that help clear out your sinuses, like Raven is a great one, peppermint, wintergreen, spearmint. I worked a lot today with Sacred Mountain. This is one of my absolute favorites. Did some anointing on the third eye, cleared out the pituitary gland, really focused on that pressure in the head. So just continue moving that out and drop into your heart. We're not going to have an answer for this election for a while. We're just not. It's probably going to go to the Supreme Court. Exactly, Nikki. Breathe, 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 and drop into the heart. Clear out your mind. Let your mind rest. This monkey brain, right? Move that out and drop into the heart. Cleared out the pituitary gland, that midbrain. This is the relay system for light into the rest of your body. So in the center of your brain, basically I see it as like this little translator of sorts where information comes through or light codes come through, or however you want to look at it. You consume something, it goes into the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland tells it where to go in the rest of the body. And this gets really overactive when we're consuming a lot and when we're taking in, and a lot of you are energetically sensitive, you're taking in a lot of energy, it can feel like it's going to explode or combust, and it can almost like malfunction. It gives us this monkey brain of sorts. So we cleared that out, right? And really made sure to make it so that all the information that's passing through there is going to be clear and grounded and whatever is needed here. So again, clear more of that information out, move it out, move it out, move it out, create space so that you can receive not only the information that you need from external, but even more importantly, what I believe, especially through all of this that we're navigating, we have to go inward, you guys. How are you getting information from your own intuition, from your own being, from your own energy, from your guides, your angels, whoever you work with, from God, right? How are you getting the information from within? People ask me all the time, how can you have hope right now? Things seem hopeless. Things seem exhausting. It's overwhelming. It's not clear. And it's because I tune into my own information. Yes, I love politics. Yes, I look at things externally, but I filter it through my own sense of being, my own intuition. And that's how I can anchor into hope in the times of unprecedented, of unknown, of uncertainty, and of doubt. So cleared a lot of karma and agreements with everyone. So friends, ancestors, loved ones, clients, if you've got any kind of old karma with people, any old outdated contracts or cords and all of that, I always have Source go in and clear that out. Closed any open doors and windows that were outdated, had Source rescind any and all open invitations that were outdated. Again, creating space. Where are we overwhelmed with energies, other people's energies, old shit, old information, moving more of it out, creating more space. Cleared a lot of judgment, fear, anxiety, overwhelm, distortion. There's a lot of distortion kind of hooked into manipulation and the matrix and kind of these false illusions and different things. So cleared a lot of that out. Old control programming, grief, survival, trauma that's ready to go, uncertainty, doubt, defeat. There was a lot of defeat coming up, so we cleared more of that. Hopelessness, confusion, anger, moving more of that out. Again, only whatever your soul is ready to move. There might still be some there. It's not like, I don't look at energy healing as like, here's your magic pill, go on your way. I also practice trauma work, somatic work, embodiment work. Energetic work is going on and on and on and on and on and on and on forever. So you're getting what you need. We're leaving the rest. Whatever's ready to move was moved, okay? Interesting. Relax your jaw. A little note that came through. Where can you soften in your body? Where are you like tense, right? Where can you soften? Where can you like release, let go, soften your jaw, relax your jaw? Coming back into your own energy. Where have you given your power away? So what I think is so cool that's happening collectively right now, you guys, with what's going on is that we, the people, are taking our fucking power back, which is so cool. And Joe and I were talking about this at dinner last night, where as a people, we gave our power over to the government, for one example, back in 2001, right? During 9/11, we're like, oh, we don't have power, the government has power, and we gave it away. And what's happening right now, and you're watching this happen at the rallies in Arizona, you're watching this happen here all over the country, is people are taking their power back. And we're saying the government doesn't have the power, the president doesn't have the power, the friggin' polling people at the, whatever don't have the power, we have the power. Are we using our voice? Are we standing up for what we believe in? Are we fighting? Are we being in our own energy and showing the hell up? So it was so cool to see that. So where is that showing up for you in your life as well? Where are you being asked to take your power back? A question for you. What if there's nothing to fear? We were clearing a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of defeat, a lot of hopelessness. Hopelessness. That's the word I'm looking for, hopelessness. So where are you moving more of that? There is nothing to fear. Of course, clearing and aligning and balancing chakras, which are the different energy centers in your body. Again, for what your soul will let me. It's not a magic pill. And clearing of the channels, that's one of my favorite things to do, is running clarity frequencies through all of your different channels so you can see, hear, feel, and know with more clarity. Again, clearing out other people's energy, clearing out outdated information so that you are clear, you have space, and you're able to hear and feel and see and know for yourself within your own body and your own energetic body what the hell is going on, right? And again, this is not about spiritual bypassing. I always have to make that disclaimer. It's not about spiritual bypassing. Again, it's not about like, let's just go clear your trauma. Boom, and like Cinderella moment of like bippity boppity boop. This is like whatever was already up is getting moved out, but you still need to show up and do the fucking work. Okay, so you might feel a little bit better energetically, which is beautiful. It's kind of that, it goes hand in hand then with like, where are you being asked to go deeper? Is there work you're being asked to look at, things you're being asked to reflect on? Is there more coming up for you? Did this kind of removing of this layer reveal another layer? I don't know. This is why it's hard, because I'm like, there's so much more we could go into, but this was just kind of one bonus that I felt called to do, group Reiki for everyone. But if we were to work together, obviously we would go much deeper into this. So how I then go, so we clear, right? And then as things are moving, as the chakras are aligning, I always pull out my different crystals that I have for each chakra, and I ask to pick 2 or 3 of them and let my soul guide me of like, what does the group need the main focus on? All of the chakras are getting cleared. They're all getting a healing, but which one is needing extra, right? Which one is needing just a little bit more? And so today for us, that was the root and then the third eye and the crown kind of as one. So the root is where I started. Now, the root is where we needed to go, because the root chakra is all about survival and safety. And how many people right now are being triggered in their sense of survival? How many people right now are feeling as if, oh my God, I am not going to survive. Oh my God, the world is over. Oh my God, I am unsafe. Oh my gosh, like things are so unknown, things are so uncertain, right? So we focused in on the root chakra, and there was a lot of judgment here, which was interesting. So if there is any judgment in your own body that you are holding, even unconsciously, can you sit with that? Can you be with that? Of course, we moved some, but is there anywhere that maybe you're judging yourself? You're judging something outside of you. Maybe it's old judgment that you're holding on to. Where are we being asked to free that so we can have more space and more capacity to love? Not only on the outside, but also within. Okay? So freeing yourself from judgment, allowing yourself to be nurtured. So there's this sense right now, again, we just want to know everything. We want to figure everything out. And can we be with what is? Can we free ourselves from the internal judgment that something is wrong? And instead sit in harmony of like, okay, if everything's happening exactly as it's meant to right now, and I can trust that, it doesn't mean bypass, it means honor the fear and the anxiety that comes around that. But if I sit with this, what is it that I need right now so that I can show up? There are a lot of us that are coaches, healers, teachers, facilitators. You are a dad, a mom, whoever, like you play some role where you take care of other people, but where can you nurture and nourish and regenerate yourself right now? In this awkward waiting period that we're in, so that you can serve from overflow and you can have this full cup. You feel grounded, you feel nurtured, you feel nourished, and you're able to serve from that space. So allow yourself to receive support and to receive love, because then you can be an embodiment of that. You can share that, but only if you're receiving that first. Everything is being sorted out for the greater good. Where is your faith being asked to be deepened right now? Right? What if this is part of the plan? And this is all this is doing, and I don't know what faith is to you, but your relationship with something that is so much greater, that divine energy, that universal energy, the universal mother or God or spirit or whoever, how are you being asked to be deepened in your faith and your connection and your relationship with that? The bigger picture at play. The bigger energy, the higher power at play here. We did some clearing of some old, like outdated religious trauma. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. I have a lot of it. As I continue to have my own relationship with God and work with faith, there's still some old religious trauma and programming that I have to keep clearing. Deepening your relationship with spirit, cultivating more trust. More trust, more trust, more trust. Again, when you are serving and showing up from love and overflow, it will not deplete you. But if you go into it like I'm exhausted and I need to show up, like yesterday I was like, God, I need to do this Reiki session. And then I was like, I don't have it in me. I am like tapped. And so what I did was I went in and I was like, okay, and that's where I was like, okay, I'm getting a hit to shift things. But today I was overflowing. I slept for 12 hours last night. I had a super slow, chill, flowy morning. And then I was able to show up from that energy to hold space for this healing, for this clearing today, for these messages to come through. So I was serving not from depletion, but from being nurtured. So as we were working in the root chakra, this is what's coming through for me. So where are you overextending yourself? Pause. Can you pause and feel the connection with life itself? Whenever you are afraid, whenever you are uncertain, whenever you are in doubt or you are hopeless, can you tune in and connect with life itself? The same water that is in your body is the same water that is in the ocean. The elements, right? The same element of the earth is like your physical vessel, your physical body. We've got all of these connections to the elements, the earth and the wind and the fire and the water. Can you connect deeper to earth? Can you connect deeper to nature? Can you go outside and feel the wind on your skin and let yourself be connected with life itself? I'm telling you guys, whenever I feel hopeless and I wake up the next day and the sun is shining and the breeze is coming through my house, I'm like, we're okay. We're okay. The only time we're going to feel that anxiety and that fear is when we get hooked in and we start spinning out into the future. Can you be with what is? So breathing in, healing love, breathing out any negative energy, not having to know what it is, like you're releasing energy when you're breathing out. You are safe. You are safe. So it was just breathing, almost like I was speaking life into the root chakra today to align it. It was like safety, safety, safety. And it was this tidal wave of peace washing over, like this rich, rich honey that was just dripping and washing over of just peace. Like, you're okay. We are okay. We really, really are. If we trust it's always working out for our highest good. It doesn't mean you can't be a human being and have a human moment, but unhook from the matrix and tap into that which is so much greater that's at play here, no matter who. I obviously know who I want to win, and I'm praying hard for that. But I also trust that even if that didn't happen, it's working out how it's meant to. And if the other person wins, that's obviously what's needed for the greater collective. And I can trust that. Even though it's a little terrifying, I can still hold myself in that. So really just tuning into when you're in survival and safety, especially in the root chakra, where are your trauma patterns coming into play? Where are you going into fight, flight, freeze, or appease, and pulling yourself out of the present moment and getting hooked in and starting to spin out? Can you pull that energy back in? Can you save this? I need to go. Absolutely. This will, if it'll let me save it, it'll be on my IGTV. Absolutely. Have a good day. Thank you for being here. And dropping into safety. I am safe. I'm okay. Can you hold yourself, right? Validating yourself, being with yourself, and really just, we're riding waves right now. That's how I see all of this. We're riding the waves, okay? So that's what really was going on in the root chakra today. So I hope you're feeling a little bit more grounded, a little bit more balanced, a little bit more at ease. Maybe there's less fear. Maybe you're, not as much spinning out and you're more at peace in the present. Oh, awesome, Nicole. Yay, awesome. So good. Yes, thanks for being here. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out. You're safe. You're okay. The second place that we went to specifically in this group Reiki was the crown and the third eye. So the crown and the third eye is kind of in this midbrain area. This is where we're getting all of this information. Again, like I was telling you when we were clearing pressure is what was happening. Clearing pressure, moving outdated stuff out. Where do you need boundaries so that you're not constantly consuming right now? And again, downloading or even uploading. I like to think that instead of downloading information, I'm uploading information from like my womb space, from my safety, from my root, pulling up my own information and bringing it through. Can you do more of that versus more of like this, right? This has all been so beautiful and spot on. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. And Ashley says less fear. Oh my God, I love that so much. Okay, perfect. Good. When you're feeling overwhelmed, what is your heart telling you? When you're in confusion or doubt or there's a lack of clarity, what is your heart saying? Versus what is my brain saying? What is my trauma saying? What are my emotions saying? What is your heart saying when you drop in? And that can be really, really helpful for seeing beyond this physical, because the third eye is all about seeing beyond the physical realm, right? Into the imaginative, into the ether, into the energetic field, into the quantum, into like what's so much greater than us and like what's here beyond what I can see with my human mind. When we're looking beyond that, connect into the heart and see what comes through that allows you from the heart space to see beyond. Does that make sense? So it's not like, I'm like looking kind of all over the place and I'm hooking into anything. I'm in my heart space, grounded and anchored, and I'm able to see into the imaginative realm from there. I'm able to see more of what's coming while still remaining grounded in the present. And that was really, really powerful coming through today. Hello, welcome. So where are you hooked into the matrix, right? Where are you hooked into this one 3D timeline? Because there really are, you guys, there are so many dimensions and so many timelines at play. And my friend Pilar and I are doing a podcast today. Pilar Lesko, you don't know her, she's a freaking badass. We're going to do a podcast today, and it'll be out probably like later this week or next week. And there's so many dimensions at play here. If we're hooked into the matrix, it's impossible for us to have hope because the matrix right now is fucking crumbling. Right? It's dissolving. It's falling apart for the greater good, but that feels really scary and sketchy right now. But if I can see beyond and I can tune into my own information and I can hold that hope of what's coming, of the other dimension and peace at play here, then I'm able to have hope again. I'm able to have faith again. So where are you hooked in, and can you unhook, come back into your own energy and really drop in from there? Letting go of doubt of your own wisdom. So there was a lot of doubt coming through of you having answers, you having the codes that you're seeking, you having the messages, you having the connection to the divine. You don't need me to have that. You have a connection to the divine. The divine is within you. You're an aspect of God in a body. You don't need me. I might be able to awaken something in you. I might be able to, help you see something and like kind of bring you back into that and help you learn how to access that. But you don't freaking need me. So where are you doubting your own information, your own energy, your own connection? Can you cultivate deeper self-trust and trust that your answers that you're seeking are within you? There was this sense of, and what was really interesting is I was doing some anointing with Sacred Mountain of the third eye. So I do a lot of like tapping like this with it. And the Sacred Mountain is like very much woodsy. It's like outdoorsy, naturey, has some ylang-ylang in it, really, really, really high vibrational oil. And if you've ever like even been in the Bible, like anointing with oil, that's kind of what I'm doing when I'm doing this. But we're just anointing the third eye and kind of opening it up, kind of blowing the dust off. So again, you can see deeper, you can connect with your intuition on another level. And there was this sense of like this ascension, this deepening of your connection to yourself, to your own wisdom, to your own intuition, to the divine within you, right? You're God in a body. An aspect of source having a human experience. So, as above, so below, as within, so without. So the God outside of you, right? This God, universal, divine energy, this higher power at play that is so much greater than us, also lives inside of us. So are you tuning into that information, right? Something to play with, something to feel into. That connection is deepening. Can you trust the flow of life? Can you trust the flow of life? Whenever I struggle with this, I have to deepen my faith. I have to drop into, again, that bigger picture at play, that relationship with something that is so much bigger than me. Again, connect into your heart, clearing the doubt, unhook from the matrix. A call to radical self-leadership, reclaiming your power. You are leading yourself. Why are we waiting for a president to lead us? Why are we waiting for, a coach to lead us? Lead your damn self. Everything else is just simply kind of an extension of that, a mirror of that. But where are you stepping up, having self-responsibility, trusting yourself and leading yourself, letting God lead you? Like that's what I was even talking about. Like to me, I see my own inner divine masculine as the God within me. And how am I letting that lead me so that I can be in my feminine, I can be surrendered to the flow of life, but I'm able to trust that I've got me, that he's got me, that we're okay, right? Versus like, oh, once I get a president, then everything will be okay. No. Are you leading yourself? No matter who wins this election, how you're showing up to your community, how you're showing up to your purpose, how you're showing up to your life, how you're showing up in your family, that matters more than whoever has the title of POTUS, right? So something to feel into. So again, we cleared all the chakras. We focused on the root. We focused on the third eye and the crown. Brittany says, dude, so interesting. I was literally talking to a friend about this morning because this is what I'm feeling. Wow, that's powerful. Ooh, I love that. Okay. So final messages that were coming through before I kind of do the wrap up here. What nourishes you is your medicine. Feel that. What nourishes you is your medicine. We have to be in overflow. We have to be overspilling with life force, with aliveness, with vitality, with peace in order to be able to show up. If you are depleted, if you are drained, and we've talked about this so many times on my channel, if you've been, if you're in that energy, you cannot show up and live your purpose. So whatever nourishes you, whatever, allows you to feel alive right now, to feel connected, to feel grounded, to feel at peace, to feel safe, that is the medicine. That is then your energy that you're embodying. That's the medicine that you're bringing. That is your signature. That is your medicine for the world. Okay? Serving and speaking and leading from this space. Can you open your heart? Can you expand from this space? Again, we're building this house. We've got to build the floors and the walls first. It's frustrating. We're ready for like the stained glass windows. We're ready for the killer, bonfire pit in the backyard. But all of that is extra. Right now, we've got to focus on rebuilding the foundation of feeling safe in our own selves, in our own bodies, so that no matter how long the house takes to build, we're okay. Riding these waves. Where will you trust deeper? Where will you deepen your faith? Where can you be deeper and closer in connection and harmony with what is right now? Not, oh, once a POTUS is elected, then I'll be fine. How will you be fine now? What if that's the whole freaking point of this? What if that's the whole point of this, right? So at the end, it was like this sense of like breaking of chains is the imagery that I was getting of like breaking these shackles that are holding you down, creating this sense of like ascension, this while still being grounded, but this sense of liberation and peace and openness and expansion and space. It was so beautiful. And then my favorite part of every single healing at the end is bringing in the rain shower. So I see this almost like like a rain shower or like the glitter filters on Instagram where it's like everything's so sparkly and glittery. It's like just this kind of pouring in and washing over this warm, ooey gooey, medicinal manuka honey, cleansing and restoring and nourishing and invigorating and amplifying these different frequencies that we're pouring in. So the biggest ones that I saw today: forgiveness, hope, light, love, joy, abundance, worthiness, peace, grace, clarity, devotion, infinity frequencies, just these spirals of peace, serenity, grace, hope, and anchoring into right now, as we continue holding space in this like gestational period, this waiting game, kind of the primordial womb space. We're in this like kind of dark cosmic womb of sorts, and it's frustrating sometimes, right? I want to meet my baby so bad, but he's got to be in this gestational waiting period within me right now. So when I drop into that, and all I have to keep remembering is to pray, to create deeper safety in myself, to send love, to be love, trusting that that's my medicine. That's then the energy that I'm sending out into the world. That's how I hold on to infinite possibility. That's how I hold on to hope and to faith. That's how I continue, contributing to the collective frequency, bringing the planet up in frequency, continuing to create space. Each and every single one of us, you guys, are powerful, magical creators, beings of light, God in a body. You get to work with the divine in this exact moment, right freaking now. You are connected. You have God within you. How are you anchoring into that? How are you embodying that? How are you being that? And sharing that with the world. Can you imagine? Now, I'm not saying that there's not also this like activism side of like fighting for what's right and like, rallying and doing all these things and being loud. It's not about like having to be passive and just soft and compassionate and da-da-da-da-da. Like I also, when I'm in compassion, when I'm in love, there are times I get hits that I have to be freaking vocal and loud about something. And that too can still be done in love. I'm not doing that from fear. I'm doing that from like power and from sovereignty and from being grounded of like this, I need to be in this. This is part of my purpose, right? I really do believe right now that the corruption is being exposed on both sides of the party, both Republican and Democrat. We're recognizing the bipartisan system doesn't work. We're all of the evils coming to light, right? The light always wins. I do believe that with everything in me. I have so much hope. Again, no matter who wins, I have hope that this is going to be this is going to set a new precedent for all future elections. The people are taking their power back. It's exactly what I see. I am not worried. I have concern of like, okay, I can be deeply concerned for, the greater good, but I'm not worried. And when I feel fear and when I feel anxiety and when I feel hopelessness and I feel defeat, I move that energy out. Because how is that helping? Everyone that's giving up and rolling over right now and everyone that feels defeated right now, again, no matter who the fuck you voted for, how is that helping anything? It's not. That's just more of that energy than being like literally spit into the spit bucket in the middle. And that's what then is creating the energy of the collective. Where instead, if I can move that energy out, if I can continue anchoring deeper into trust into the bigger picture and have deeper faith, deeper levels of safety, then I'm able to bring that to the collective. And then that is what is amplified, right? Again, your energy is your medicine. What nourishes you is your medicine. Your love, your embodiment is your medicine. So then at the end, as we go through, and I'm going to read the comments here in a second, so feel free to share anything that's coming through for you or if you have any questions. At the end then, I bring everyone back into their own energy, grounding everyone, disconnecting everyone, making sure everyone is back in their own energetic sovereignty so that there's no like weird enmeshment or anything or entanglement going on. Everyone's back in like their own bubbles and their own protection going on with your higher selves, your soul, your guides, whoever it is that you work with. And then I seal the field. And then we're done from there. The cub grows into a lioness. I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. So drink water. Please drink a lot of water today. Let this integrate, right? You might feel like really good, and then you might feel tired, or you might feel some like emotions coming up. Things are rattled, right? So take care of yourself. Nourish yourself. Drink lots and lots of water. Take a bath. Take an Epsom salt bath. Go outside. Put your feet in the grass. Feel the breeze on your skin. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever you need. Just keep doing more cleansing, more grounding, more anchoring, and more embodiment work. I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm okay. We're riding these waves together. You are not alone. And if you need more support on any of this, let me know. But thank you for letting me hold space for you today. Thank you for taking whatever resonated with you here. Thank you for playing your part. Thank you for being in community with me, even if we don't agree politically. Thank you for trusting me to facilitate this healing. I do not take that lightly. And again, ethics and integrity is so freaking important to me. I am not Jesus. I am not God. I work with Jesus. I work with God. I am not them. I am me. And so I'm just simply a conduit and simply a vessel for this divine love, for this universal light that gets to work through me. And it's such an honor and such a pleasure and such a joy to get to share that with you. So let me read some of these comments. If you've got to go, enjoy your day. Thank you for being here. And let me know how I can support you. If you want more of this, again, I do these in my group offerings. I do these healings every other week, and I share a channeled message with them. So if you feel called to join us in either of those, let me know for deeper support, especially right now with what's going on. And I would love to support you in that. Okay. Let's see. Kayla says, yes, been clenching my jaw a lot. It's that growing self-defense masculine. Yeah, it's almost like you're gearing up for war. Like, even right now, like I do believe, that was another thing that came through. I totally forgot to say that. If you guys have never heard the song When the Fight Calls, it might be Hillsong that sings it. It's a worship song. I listen to worship music when I do my healings because it helps me feel really connected and really grounded. But when the fight calls, look up the lyrics. I do believe we're at war right now. There's spiritual warfare happening. It's a fight to me. It's not like, this is, I don't like to say this is a game because to me that makes it very light, and what's going on right now is very fucking real. So I do see it as a fight, but I'm not like, I'm fighting. I'm like, I can still be soft in my body. I can still be grounded. I can still be, I don't have to like go about it like guns a-blazing, but I can still be really fiery, really fierce without being aggressive, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Let's see. I've been doing a lot of earthing. Good. Oh my God, we freaking need it. Thank you. From the collective. Thank you. We appreciate you. So good to be loved. That's my medicine. Amen. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Amen. Someone wrote me last night saying I'm oppressive because I'm so aggressive. It's not loving. I just responded with tough love is a thing. The cub grows into a lioness. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. You can be direct and compassionate at the same time. Being compassionate and being graceful and being love and being, God in a body doesn't mean that you're passive. Like, look at who Jesus was. Whether you see him as like Jesus the Savior or you see it just as like a story. Sorry guys, I got a phone call, a freaking sales call too. I freaking hate those. But look at who Jesus was. He was in the freaking temples flipping tables over. He fought. He had fire. He was passionate. Being an activist and being a leader and having purpose and being able to like make moves. It's not about being passive and just like rolling over and not having boundaries and just having to be like love and light all the time. That to me is bypassing. There's a both and. I can be really direct. I can be really freaking direct and still do it from a space of love. I can, discipline my child, but do it from love. I'm not doing it from bullying or from aggression or from anger. If I have to tell him like, that's not okay, he needs to learn discipline. That's not okay. But I'm doing it from a loving space, right? There's people who come into my inbox and want to come at me. And I don't have to take that because I'm love. I say, I don't have space for that. Sending you love, but like my boundary is here. Like I don't fuck with that. If you want to come at me, I don't have to play that game. You're playing a game. I don't have to play any part in that game unless I choose to. And sometimes, trust me, I choose to. And I'm not always proud of it because I can take a bitch out back. I'm not gonna lie. I can I can be fire. I have a lot of Leo in my chart. And I also have shadow, and I also have ego, and I am also a human being. So I'm not super proud of always how I respond. But at the same time, like, I don't have to play that game if I don't want to. You know what I mean? You guys are so welcome. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad that this was helpful. I'm so glad you guys are feeling so good. And if you need, there we go. If you need anything at all, let me know. Thank you guys for being here again. Thank you for showing up, doing the damn thing. Like, I am so grateful to be, you know, as many issues as social media can have sometimes, I'm just so honored and so grateful truly to be connected with you guys during all of this. Like, I cannot imagine, you know, watching more people go back into lockdown, watching people struggle, watching people feel so isolated, watching people feel so alone, feel so hopeless. I'm so grateful we have social media to connect and to be connected here. You know, we've got the podcast, I've got my group offerings. I show up here whenever I have the extra overflow and the space and the capacity. And I love you guys, thinking of you so deeply, especially right now as we ride these waves. And go look up the lyrics to When the Fight Calls. Go listen to it. One of my favorite is when they say, I'm going to walk through the fire and not be burned. That's what's happening right now. We're walking through the fire, but we're protected, we're held, we're guided. Like, I truly believe our souls chose to be here for this. I really, really do. And that's what, even like when I think of like, why did my baby choose to come now? Like, what a shit show of a of a time to come into. But I'm like, no, like, he chose that. Like, that's part of his work. That's part of his purpose. And he chose me to be his mom in that. And like, what a gift that gets to be. We're going to walk through the fire and not be burned. What a freaking gift. What a power. And we're in this together. I love you guys. Have the most beautiful day. And I will see you guys on another live soon.